like these days all the freaks from Texas. Tattoos on my body so all the freaks can lick them. Body shots off her body.
Welcome back, Cooking with Recording Never Stops. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. So what we making today, babe?
We are making Crunch Wrap Supremes with a side of Brussels sprouts and white rice.
Wow.
And it's gonna be homemade, Taco Bell style. Super yummy and a lot more affordable. And
So what do you need to accomplish the dish?
we are going to be using these big flour tortillas. This is just the brand that we picked up. It doesn't necessarily matter which brand.
Gotcha.
It's a 10 count. Whatever cheese you like the most. We got the mild cheddar.
Nice.
We've got two cheeses. We've got the shredded mild cheddar, and then we've got nacho cheese, stadium style nacho cheese, whatever you like again. For our veggies in the Supremes, instead of just regular lettuce, we're gonna use cabbage. We've got the little green onions, purple onions, I don't know if you can see it, purple onions, some tomatoes, sour cream, white onions, because I'm an onion fanatic,
Same.
and ground beef. Oh, and the crunchy shell tortillas. 1 second, gotta get it out the pantry. And we got the Mission, just regular tostada crunch tortillas. We just got your microwavable, steamable Brussels sprouts. And our rice is already cooked, we're just gonna reheat it. So let's get started.
All right.
I'm gonna open this up and put it in the pan.
While she does that, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you haven't seen the one before this, go ahead, click that video right now. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, comment. If you're watching this right now, leave a 4. Leave a 4 in the comments. Let's get back to this.
The easiest way to open up this meat packet
Which one
is
you gonna use this one?
this one. Is to just slice it down the middle and flip it on out. All right.
You put anything in there?
Not right now. We're just gonna get the meat browned a little bit, and then once it's that golden brownness to it, we're gonna add our. 1 second, gotta get the raw meat off. We are going to add our taco seasoning to it. Forgot to show y'all this. Doesn't necessarily matter if you want spicy, mild, cheesy, just a taco packet. I believe it calls for, yes, a third-fourth of a cup of water. Once the meat is brown, and dump it in there with the water, let it cook in there, absorb and whatnot. You got super yummy taco meat.
Where's the cups?
I believe it's in the microwave.
Let me get that right now.
Oh, yeah. Chop up the meat a little bit like you would any other regular old ground beef. We are going to drain, we're gonna drain the oils out of the meat before we put the taco seasoning in though. The grease.
The temperature's at mid-high, so I don't have to wait that long to watch this video to get through it.
There's not a specific certain amount of time to cook beef. It's just whatever looks best to you. And instead of microwaving the Brussels sprouts, I'm gonna actually cook them on a pan, steam them on a pan, because I just feel like it gives it that crispness to it rather than the sogginess.
I'm the handsome gentleman that's going to be the assisting the chef Scarlett.
And once the Brussels sprouts are in the pan, I'm just gonna add like, I want to say probably like a half cup of water to it, just to give it that steam and let it cook through. And just a little bit of water. I don't know if you can really see it. I'm gonna grab the seasoning. I'm sorry. So to the Brussels sprouts, I am going to add our favorite Creole seasoning to give it a little bit of spice, onion and garlic powder.
I don't know why my dog's testing me. He knows why.
Out the kitchen, Pierce.
I don't know why he's in the kitchen. He knows he should be out the kitchen. But he'll probably be interfering. This
Out the
whole
kitchen?
session.
It's like y'all are on camera. I know I'm not gonna.
Can't discipline him.
However much seasoning you want, it's just eyeball and your preference. Again. Come on, out. Out. Go lay with Dixie. And nothing.
It's cooking pretty quick.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, those onions, yummy. I can smell them already. Just going ahead and uncovering everything so we can start, because that meat is starting to cook up real fast. Mix up this sour cream, because you know how sour cream likes to separate and looks gross. Last time you were here for us all chopping and mincing, and this time we already have it done, thankfully. But if not, in the time of the meat getting cooked, you would want to be chopping up and mincing all of your vegetables and preparing like how I am. Unfortunately, you can't necessarily see the preparation right here on the counter, but it's all spread out gourmet style. Or buffet style, I mean. Put the rice over here out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and heat up the nacho cheese. just did it for a minute and 30. It was sitting in the fridge, so it's a little cold. Cool, cold. All right. It's a big old tortilla. I got big hands and it's a lot bigger than my hand. Feel like I'm forgetting something. Check on these Brussels sprouts over here.
Comment a taco emoji. If you're still watching, stay tuned. We're almost done. About midway done right now. Wouldn't
Probably
say
put
almost
too
done.
much water in there.
Right, I think it's ready to be drained.
All right, yes. You want to show them the beef, how it looks?
Move this. Back in the kitchen.
It still has a little bit of pinkiness to it right before we drain it. And we're gonna drain out that fat, that grease. We have a old margarita bottle that is our designated fat grease catcher instead of messing up our pipes.
Straight off the sink.
You don't want to use the lid?
Yeah, let me use the lid.
It's best to use the lid as your catcher for your meat so your meat doesn't go down the drain.
Thanks to her mom, we got this set for her birthday. When you got people that love you, they look out for you.
They help invest into your dreams and your wants and needs. You don't have to get all of the grease out, just a good amount so it's not too fat.
Oh.
That's why you're cooking it at home, right? You don't want that fattiness from the fast food restaurant. See, it's not that much, just a small little layer. Yeah, you can see it.
So we're gonna turn down the surface underneath this skillet down to mid-low. You wanna put the taco?
Yeah. Taco seasoning in.
Oh yeah, go get you some.
Just give it a good shake all over. Oop, there was a clump in there. And then we're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of water.
Nice.
That's probably half. I think that's about 3/4.
Yeah, that's about 3/4.
We unfortunately don't have that measuring cup exactly, so. And once you put the water in there, you are gonna have to mix it up with the beef so the powder can get all over the beef rather than in just some spots. But you're literally just gonna let it sit and let it absorb, the meat absorb all the water and all the flavoring. Well, not the water's for the powder. The powder is gonna absorb the water and then the meat's gonna absorb the powder mixture. Take out this cheese. Looks a little burnt on the sides, but it's still good. Don't worry. Gonna go ahead and reheat this rice, but so it doesn't dry out on the top, I'm just gonna take some paper towels, get them damp, Wring out the excess water and ball it. And then place it on top of the rice so it stays moist inside.
While that's going, we'll be back after a quick word from our sponsors. Appreciate you tuning in. Wakani never stops.
This New Year's, come shop to get our soft cotton long sleeve in black or white. Sales going on to the end of January 2021. Text your name, the size, color, and leave your email in the body to 210-642-3124 to place your order today. Knowing who you are is the first step. Taking the next step to act upon what you see to achieve in the horizon inspires majority of the top 10% of doers in the world. When I think of blue, Inspire comes to mind. Produce your own future in the new Inspire Blue athletic sweatshirt from at Where Grinding Never Stops.
Hello, welcome back
Welcome back.
from that short break. So, these are the size of the hard shell tostadas. And because the tortillas are huge, the flour ones are huge, but they're not as big as, I guess, the restaurants use. We are gonna trim them down a little bit. Just break off the edges. Just do a little trim. Because once you layer all of the ingredients that go inside, this roundness will be a little too wide to allow the soft flour tortilla to wrap up properly. So just a quick little trim. And they don't have to be perfect shells. They can be already a little bit broken also. And then with that, you don't have to break off as much either. Sorry, I was out of frame. But you also do want to make sure that there's not like super sharp edges. That way when you do go to fold, it won't poke through. So if you have any that look like little vampire teeth, just make those a little bit more rounded. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then you got crumbs for either to put inside or just something for another meal or a snack, or if you like salads, you can make like Southwest type of salads and use those. Put them in a little Ziploc and use them for later. All right, so now that the beef is done, we're gonna start making our Crunchwrap Supremes. Just get a regular old plate, put the flour tortilla on top.
I got you.
Let me turn it off. And just a scoop. Oh, I don't think that was enough. Just a scoop like that size. If you like a lot of beef, put more, up to you. Then we're gonna take our nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese, our cheese. Thanks for watching.
Our nacho cheese, get about a spoonful.
I got you.
Layered on top of the beef. I'm gonna get a little bit more. Is this one gonna be yours or mine?
It could be mine.
Okay. I ask if it's gonna be his or mine because I like cheese. He's not as much of a cheese fanatic. So just a little bit more so it helps keep the beef together. You want more or is that good?
I'll get some more. That's good.
All right. And then We're gonna take our tostadas that we just trimmed down, place it on top, smush it on down, and then we're gonna take our sour cream. The sour cream is gonna act like glue. You don't need a whole bunch, just a thin layer. Unless you like a lot of sour cream. Again, everything's up to your preference. Sorry, my hand was in the way, y'all. Give it a smearing. A good smear. Did you want more or is that good?
That's good.
And then gonna take your cabbage, get a pinch of it, put it on top, get your greens in there. Do you want all of the onions?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're gonna get a pinch of white onions, a pinch of the green onions or chives, whatever you want to call them, and a pinch of the purple onions. Purple onions are the best, they have most flavor. And then he likes tomatoes, so he's gonna get a pinch of tomatoes. You want more?
That's good.
All right. And then to top that off, we're gonna use our shredded cheese. And our shredded cheese is also gonna act like glue once we get it heated. We need another pan. Let me take that off the burner. Sorry, blooper.
There you go. It's coming together.
I can open up this cheese. Sprinkle the cheese on top. Make sure it's centered, because like I said, it's gonna be the glue for the tortilla. Once you fold it on up, let me get the pan out.
Is that it for this? And I just fold it?
Yep.
Right. While she's doing that, I'm going to start folding it.
Do you want me to hold the plate so they can see how you're folding it? Uh-oh, you got a chair. And he's got it folded up.
I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's that. Then we put it on the skillet.
When you put it on the skillet, you're gonna wanna put it fold side down onto the skillet so it gets, like I said, that shredded cheese, gets that shredded cheese melted and keeps the folds together. And then once you have it on there for probably about, the temperature is like medium heat, medium high. So probably like a minute, 2 minutes. You're gonna flip it and you're going to let the other side brown up a little bit and then they're good to go.
All right, we're gonna take a break now for a moment from our sponsors. We'll be back.
Knowing who you are is the first step. Taking the next step to act upon what you see to achieve in the horizon inspires majority of the top 10% of doers in the world. When I think of blue, Inspire comes to mind. Produce your own future in the new Inspire Blue athletic sweatshirt from at We're Grinding Never Stops. This New Year's, come shop to get our soft cotton long sleeve in black or white. Sales going on to the end of January 2021. Text your name, the size, color, and leave your email in the body to 210-642-3124 to place your order today.
And we're back. Appreciate y'all for saying and watching us. cook this good old food. This home style meal, man. Appreciate y'all. Drop a taco if you have it. Below. Appreciate you. What's next, babe?
We're working on just heating up and toasting up. It's not even on at this point. We're just toasting up the Crunchwrap Supreme so they got a nice crispness to it. Off the plate? I mean off the...
Look at those. Ooh.
They hot. Careful. Forgot to tell you, if you want to put some powder seasoning on your sour cream so it's not so bland, that's what I like to do. And we're just finishing up the last two, and then we plate up our food, get our rice and our Brussels sprouts, and it's dinner time. If you wanted to add some avocados to it instead of the tomatoes or with the tomatoes, you're more than welcome to. It'll give it a good flavor. I unfortunately couldn't find any ripened avocados at the store, so I'm doing without.
Open this one.
Thanks.
No problem.
Thank you. Like I said before, however much cheese you like, I like a lot. You gotta just smush it down a little bit so it's not like a mountain. And I'm gonna show you how we fold it. Take one side, doesn't matter whatever side you start off with. Just bring it to the middle and then start folding it and folding it over, folding it over, folding it over. And when you get to the last little bit, just taper it in, and you see the cheese in the middle a little bit? That's the glue. And we take the folded side and we place it down.
Water?
Yes, please. Oh, no, I have one.
Okay.
Do you want to add a little bit more water to the Brussels sprouts? We just used 1 pound of ground beef, and we're making a total of 4 Crunchwrap Supremes out of it. So I don't know if that gives you a good estimate on however many people you're cooking for, however much beef to use. But like the saying is, everything's bigger in Texas, so you probably could get a couple more Supremes out of it, out of 1 pound of beef than we are.
Might need to flip that.
And our burner is super hot, even on low, so we gotta do a quick flip.
These other ones.
Cause the other ones were like right here on low, medium, mid low, and it was still burning hot for whatever reason.
Still keep them in the container.
Yeah.
Hey, hit up Sam's for some of these glass containers. They're air resist, well, not air resistant, air locked.
Yeah.
Containers. It's not like these wannabe glass containers. No hate out there. No hate. I'm not hating. I'm just promoting what actually works for us.
And they're good prices too. It comes, it's 24 pieces, so it's 12 containers with the lids, and they are durable too, because we've dropped them on the pavement a couple of times.
Nice.
They have not shattered. Keeps the food fresh, and you can use them to reheat things without actually melting it. And you can pop them in the oven actually. Cook things in, like if you're cooking casseroles, but you're only cooking a casserole for yourself, rather than using a whole pan, you got those little portioned out pieces. Let me heat this up. That's the one thing about this burner. Can never get it right. Why am I taking this off? Silly me. Give these Brussels sprouts some more seasoning. And while the last couple are finishing up cooking, you can start breaking everything down and putting things up.
This is the rice one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come on. This is the cheese.
I gotta refold this last one because it was just sitting there while the one on the burner is still finishing up. But that one's pretty much done, so got it refolded. And I'm gonna switch them out. I'm probably gonna put it on there for a little bit longer after this one.
Okay.
You wanna start portioning?
Yeah,
This
we'll do
side?
the rice first.
Yes, sir. The rice is all reheated and moist because of that towel, that
watch this.
paper towel.
Put our Brussels sprouts on our plate.
And voila, the finished process. This is what the side of the fold looks like, and the non-fold. Our rice that was pre-cooked, reheated, and our Brussels sprouts, they do look a little charred. We know, but that's how we like them. Like I said, however you like it is your deal.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Our grind never stops. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed week.
Stay safe out there.
Appreciate y'all.
Physically healthy and mentally.